Hello, and welcome to today's video, where we are going to talk about the foods capable of restoring your weak bones. Let me open with a question that might catch you off guard. What if your bone strength actually has very little to do with your age and much more to do with one specific food you likely aren't eating correctly? Every single day, I encounter people who are convinced that having brittle bones is just an unavoidable part of getting older. But did you know that right now, as you watch this, your bones are silently begging for assistance? Millions of your bone cells are being destroyed much faster than your body can rebuild them. However, I have a shocking truth to share with you. There is a specific group of foods capable of reversing this decline, and one of them holds 17 times the calcium found in milk. What I'm about to reveal challenges every narrative the dairy industry has pushed regarding bone health. Groundbreaking new research has identified six remarkable foods that don't just equal the bone building power of milk, they absolutely outperform it. These aren't rare ingredients from halfway across the world. They are affordable, easy to find, and scientifically verified to fortify your skeleton in surprising ways. Before we get into these bone saving secrets, I need to ask a question that might feel a bit uncomfortable. When did you last actually think about your bones? I don't mean your joints or muscles, but the bones themselves. Most of us only think about bone health when it is already too late, after a break, a scary diagnosis, or when the damage is permanent. The reality is that your bones are under siege at this very moment. As you sit here, specialized cells known as osteoclasts are methodically dismantling your bone tissue. If you are over the age of 50, these demolition crews are working overtime, and your bone building teams are struggling to keep pace. This isn't just aging, it is a biological emergency happening beneath your skin. The reality of bone health is that your bones are living tissue, constantly under renovation. Every day, cells called osteoblasts work hard to lay down new bone, while osteoclasts remove old, worn out tissue. In your youth, this balance is perfect. However, a dramatic shift occurs as you age, particularly after 50. The builders slow down and the demolition crew speeds up. Research from the Canadian Medical Association Journal indicates that after age 50, we lose roughly 1.3% of our bone mass annually. For women going through menopause, this loss spikes to a shocking 1.8% to 2.3% per year in the spine and 1.0% to 1.4% in the hip during those first 5 years post menopause. What makes this situation truly alarming is that bone loss is entirely silent. There are no alarms, no pain, and no clear symptoms until the damage is done. That backache you blame on your mattress or that slight loss of height you think is normal aging, these may actually be early indicators that your bones are weakening inside your body. The statistics are serious and should serve as a wake up call to this invisible epidemic. Studies from Johns Hopkins show that one out of every two women and one in four men over 50 will suffer a broken bone due to osteoporosis. Hip fractures alone are responsible for sending over 300,000 Americans to the hospital annually. And sadly, 20% of those patients pass away within a year due to complications. But this is where the narrative takes a positive turn. Scientists have found that specific plant based foods possess compounds that can communicate with your bone cells, instructing them to construct denser, stronger tissue. These foods do more than just supply calcium. They conduct a symphony of bone building processes that dairy simply cannot replicate. We have been dominated by the calcium myth for decades, told to drink milk and take supplements. Yet, countries with the highest dairy intake often suffer the highest osteoporosis rates. Why? Because calcium alone doesn't build bones. You require a full orchestra of nutrients. Let's begin our list of top bone strengthening foods. Number one is moringa. This first breakthrough might shock you because it has been right in front of us, yet many are unaware of it. Often dubbed the miracle tree, moringa packs an incredible 2,500 to 3,000 milliliters of calcium per 100 gram, compared to the measly 120 milliliters found in milk. That is approximately 17 to 25 times more calcium, making it one of the most calcium rich sources on the planet. But calcium is only the start. Moringa contains potent compounds called isothiocyanates that act like site supervisors for your bones. They stimulate osteoblasts to work harder while telling the destructive osteoclasts to slow down. Research in food science and nutrition showed that fermented moringa significantly boosted bone density markers and stopped bone loss in calcium deficient rats over 18 weeks. What makes moringa truly special is its bioavailability. Unlike synthetic supplements that pass through you, moringa comes with natural cofactors like vitamin C, which boosts absorption by up to 30%, and magnesium, which transports calcium into the bone. To use it, start with half a teaspoon of powder daily for a week, increasing to a full teaspoon. Mix it into juices or smoothies or sprinkle it on salads. Take it with food to avoid digestive issues and stick with it for 3 months to see results. The best time to take it is at breakfast when bone metabolism is highest. Food number two is quinoa. The secret here lies in its complete protein profile. Unlike most plants, quinoa has all 9 essential amino acids needed for repair. Crucially, it is rich in lysine, an amino acid vital for calcium absorption and collagen production, the protein scaffolding that gives bones flexibility. Imagine your bones as reinforced concrete. Calcium is the cement, but collagen is the steel rebar that stops it from cracking. Without enough lysine, your body can't make collagen, leaving bones brittle. 1 cup of cooked quinoa offers 60 milligrams of calcium, plus magnesium, phosphorus, and manganese. The key insight here is magnesium. It acts as the mortar holding the structure together. Without it, calcium cannot integrate into the bone, no matter how much you eat. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition notes that magnesium deficiency raises osteoporosis risk even if calcium intake is fine. Quinoa also has saponins to reduce inflammation and manganese for connective tissue synthesis. 1 cup gives you nearly 60% of your daily needs. To prepare it, rinse thoroughly to remove bitter saponins. Use 2 cups of water per cup of quinoa. Boil and simmer for 15 minutes. Eat half a cup 3 times a week for at least 6 months. Food number three is sesame seeds. The calcium density here is astounding. Just 1 tablespoon holds about 88 molar of calcium. When you realize that 100 grams of sesame seeds provides 989 milliliters of calcium versus milk's 120 milliliters, you are looking at over 8 times the density. Black sesame seeds are even stronger, with 20% more calcium than the regular kind. What makes them superior is bioavailability. Research shows calcium from sesame seeds has a 65% absorption rate, beating many supplements. They also contain lignans called sesamin and sesamolin, which protect bone cells from inflammation and flip genetic switches to turn on bone building. Studies in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry showed postmenopausal women eating sesame seeds lost significantly less bone density. They are also rich in zinc, which is vital for collagen synthesis and often lacking in people over 50. To maximize benefits, lightly toast the seeds for 3 to 5 minutes to break down enzyme inhibitors. You can also grind them into a paste, tahini. Eat 1 tablespoon daily with meals for 4 months to see meaningful improvements. Food number four is chia seeds. These are nature's omega-3 powerhouse. 5 tablespoons give you roughly the same calcium as a glass of milk, but with a massive advantage: omega-3 fatty acids. These acids drastically lower inflammation, which is a major driver of bone loss after age 50. Inflammation is like a slow fire weakening your bones, and chia helps put that fire out. Research indicates that higher omega-3 levels correlate with better bone density. Chia seeds have the highest omega-3 concentration of any plant, with over 60% of their fat being alpha linolenic acid. They also contain boron, a mineral traffic controller that directs calcium where to go, reducing calcium excretion by up to 40%. The fiber in chia also feeds gut bacteria that help mineral absorption. To prepare them, soak 3 tablespoons in a cup of liquid for 20 minutes until they gel. This enhances digestibility. Consume this daily, ideally at breakfast, for at least 3 months. Food number five is tofu. This plant protein delivers more bioavailable calcium in 200 grain than 3 glasses of milk, but its power goes beyond calcium. Tofu contains isoflavones, plant compounds that mimic estrogen. This is vital for postmenopausal women as dropping estrogen levels speed up bone loss. Estrogen acts as a shield for bones, slowing down osteoclasts. When that shield drops during menopause, bone loss accelerates. The isoflavones in tofu, specifically genistein and didzine, bind to bone receptors to provide a mild estrogenic effect. Studies on Asian populations with high soy intake show significantly lower osteoporosis rates. Tofu also provides the complete protein needed for your bone's collagen matrix. To prepare, press the water out of the tofu for 15 minutes to improve texture, season with ginger and garlic, and stir fry. Eat 150 gram 3 times a week for at least 6 months. Food number 6 is dried figs. These are often overlooked calcium powerhouses. Just 5 figs provide 135 milligar of calcium along with potassium, magnesium, and vitamin K. The unique combination of boron and potassium is key here. Boron unlocks your body's ability to use vitamin D and calcium, while potassium neutralizes body acidity that would otherwise leach calcium from your bones. Modern diets are acidic, forcing the body to rob the skeleton of calcium to maintain balance. Figs help prevent this. They also contain antioxidants to reduce oxidative stress. Choose organic dried figs without sulfites. Eat 4 to 5 daily as a snack. Soaking them in warm water for 10 minutes helps digestion. Stick to this for 4 months for optimal benefits. Now let's talk about how to prepare and enjoy these foods. Maximizing their potential requires strategy. Make a weekly plan rotating these 6 foods. Monday morning could be chia pudding with sesame seeds. Tuesday lunch, a quinoa salad with moringa. Wednesday dinner, tofu stir fry with figs for dessert. Timing is critical. Eat calcium-rich foods like sesame and figs away from tea or coffee, as tannins can block absorption by 40%. Also, space iron-rich foods and calcium sources 2 hours apart so they don't compete. Preparation changes everything. Grinding sesame releases calcium, soaking chia aids digestion, and fermenting or soaking quinoa reduces phytic acid to boost mineral uptake. Here are some precautions. Moringa can be a mild laxative, so start small. If you are on diabetes medication, monitor your blood sugar as moringa can lower it. Quinoa has oxalates, so if you are prone to kidney stones, eat it in moderation and drink water. Sesame seeds are calorie dense, 52 calories per tablespoon, so limit yourself to 1 tablespoon if watching weight. Chia seeds can interact with blood thinners due to omega 3s, so consult your doctor if you take warfarin. Tofu should be eaten in moderation if you have a history of hormone sensitive breast cancer. Diabetic viewers should monitor glucose with figs due to natural sugars. Always talk to your doctor before major diet changes. These foods work best alongside weight bearing exercise, sunlight for vitamin D, and a healthy lifestyle. They work synergistically, creating a network of nutrients better than any single supplement. Building strong bones is a marathon, not a sprint. Consistency is your best friend. Your future self, independent and standing tall, depends on your choices today. The main takeaway is this: strong bones don't need extreme measures. They need a strategy addressing gut health, hormones, and inflammation. By adding things like sesame seeds to your routine, you provide the raw materials and signals your skeleton needs. Try adding a teaspoon of tahini or seeds to breakfast and watch how you feel. Track your energy and mobility. Small actions compound into profound strength. Start today. Pick one food from this list and eat it. Your bones are counting on you, and every day you wait is a day of silent loss. The power to change your destiny is in your hands. If this video helped, please type yes in the comments to motivate us. Hit the like button, share this with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more health insights.